how to make
mac and cheese.
One is you need to boil a pot of water. Lots of water, right, Margot?
Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop it on the oven. It goes faster if you put a lid on. And full blast. Hot as it goes. How long do you think it'll take?
I don't know.
A couple of minutes?
Yeah.
We'll see then. While you're waiting for the water to boil, you can get your cheese ready. Margot's grating about 2 cups of cheese. You also need about 2 cups of macaroni, which is one of these guys. It says 8 ounces, and this is 14 ounces total. About half of that big block is 8 ounces, or 2 cups. And you can put in less if you want. What do you think, Margot?
Cheesy is better.
Right, the water's boiling, so we can take the lid off for the rest of it. And now Margot's going to dump in the macaroni. It says to cook it for 7 to 9 minutes. I like to set a timer. And with this type of pot, I find it's also very useful to stir a lot, to get stuck to the bottom. So, stir, stir, stir. And timer. All right, now we wait again. 2 teaspoons, go ahead Margot, of butter ready, as well as 2 teaspoons of, no, tablespoons of butter. Push as hard as you can, Margot. And 2 tablespoons of flour ready, along with some milk. And that's what you can do while the macaroni is boiling. Oh, and I forgot to stir. Stir, stir, stir. Already sticking to the bottom, even with only 5 minutes left. And our time is up. The macaroni is well stirred. And Margot, do you think you can drain it, or is that too difficult?
You.
I'll drain it. Yeah, if there's one part that you might need an adult for, it's draining the boiling water, especially with hot handles. So I'll do that. Here I come with the mac.
Yippity.
Margot is now the filmographer as we dump it into the strainer. Now, we're just going to leave it in the sieve for a while. And if you look right here, a little bit of macaroni stuck on the bottom, but not too much this time. Oh wait, press stop, Margot.
This stop?
Yeah, that's tablespoons, and she found a secret way to get more butter by cutting it at an angle. Can you throw it in the pot, please, Margot? Oh yeah. Just pick it up, chuck it in. It should start melting right away. And then we also need 2 tablespoons of flour. Now my way of doing 2 tablespoons is sometimes, sure, go ahead. One huge one that's overflowing. If it's close, it's good enough, right, Margo? It's just to make it a little bit thicker with some flour. So we'll show you what it looks like when we melt this all together. Stirring, and you see the flour has disappeared, and the butter is starting to melt. Now you have to add 2 cups of flour, but we add it very gradually. So we'll just put in a little bit right now. And Margo will just keep stirring, stirring and stirring, and stirring and stirring. Starting to look like a milk paste. Oh, we don't want it to get all dried out. We'll add a little bit more. Keep stirring. What have we got left? 1.5 more. And we'll even turn up the heat a bit to try to speed this along. Good stirring, Margo. Well, she's not big enough yet. And we put in all the milk now, and we'll just do this for about 2 more minutes.
Talia's
Yes,
trying.
I see Talia. She's getting involved. Don't touch the element or burn your little finger. Help her for a minute because I had to send her away. There are too many jealous sisters, but right now we're going to put in about a cup of cheese. And we're going to keep stirring. Right now it's on, oh, pretty hot, about 8. Stir, stir, stir. I suspect I'm going to end up putting in a little bit more. 30 seconds of stirring, it's gone bubbly, and all the cheese is melted into the sauce. And we turn it off and mix in the macaroni. The last step, and Nora's going to try not to get any cheese on the floor, which is a key step to sprinkling cheese on top of the macaroni. To sprinkle the cheese on top, try not to take too long, evenly. You can just grab all of it, Nora, in one big handful and sprinkle it on top. It's not an exact science. Sprinkle it on top. Here we go. And then you're going to take some breadcrumbs. Now this isn't in the recipe. This is Joanne's suggestion, is to take some breadcrumbs and sprinkle them on top of the cheese. We're just going to do it like this. Try to speed things up. Now, if you don't have breadcrumbs, you can smush up some crackers or even some chips if you want to get crazy at the party, and put it on top. And now Nora's going to open the oven for me, all the way down, lid on, and it's at 375, but I don't really know if it matters if you have a lid or not. We're going to cook it for, how long do you think, Nora?
Half an hour?
I would say 20 minutes and then check on it. Because the macaroni's already cooked, so it doesn't actually take too long now. I use lactose-free milk, but we didn't have any lactose-free cheese, so I might just not eat it this time. And of course there's flour and pasta, so you'll have to find a way around that. Oh, who's over there taking the lid off the macaroni? How much is left on the timer? Oh, there's a bum! Yikes!
5 minutes and 14 seconds.
5 minutes and 14 seconds left. Sally is at the sticker phase, so we've got lots of stickers on the floor. But oh, here's our lunch. It looks like it's well done. Oh, you should probably get 2 oven mitts. This is very awkward, but I did it because I'm filming too. And it's got mac, and it's got cheese. We're gonna let it sit for a minute, but if you look in there, it's just macaroni with breadcrumbs on it. We're a little bit crazy with the breadcrumbs, but we'll mix it all in and it'll be okay. What do you think?
Tell them that the breadcrumbs are optional if they have a hard time finding
Well, I don't have to because they can hear you. What do you think, Margot? Does it look good?
Yummy. But it's a lot breadcrumbs.
Yeah. What do you think, Margot?
Hot and delicious.
Talia? Just hot? Nora?
Really good.
I like to put a little bit of hot sauce on mine. And we were talking about, obviously you can't put breadcrumbs because they're full of gluten, but you could use gluten-free crackers or corn chips or something crushed up, or nothing at all. There's Joanne.